good, everybody? Welcome in. Wait for everybody to load on in, and we'll go ahead and get started. We're doing our live thrift haul. So if you missed the live thrift from today, we're going to go over everything we picked up to resell. So give it a couple seconds. Wait for everybody to load in. I got to wait for Instagram to load on in. Go live on there. There we go. And now we are getting started. Cool thing about this is I can pay attention to all the chats at once on these. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Welcome in, everybody. Live thrift haul. I spent a little over $400. I think it was like no, it's less than 400. It's like $399 and some change. Picked up a bunch of really, really good stuff. So should be a fun one. Live thrift haul time. It's not going to be as big as the normal live thrift hauls because obviously Kayla wasn't there with me today, so I don't have much women's items. What's up, Elliot? What's up, Lily? I don't have any women's items today, so it's just going to be pretty much men's. I think I picked up only a couple pieces from the actual women's section. So, and chat's loading up. Everybody's loading in, so we'll give it like another couple minutes before we go ahead and start. Appreciate everybody hopping on in tonight. Again, should be a quick one. Probably only like 30 minutes tonight because we don't have as many items. We don't have as big of a haul, which is okay with me because we have a ton to list currently. So let me put this up. What's up, Simple? What's up, everybody? Everyone is at Joel's Whatnot. Nice. He's doing a shoe show, right? Joel and me have been talking in the background. I actually I didn't see his notification. Crap, I would have went to a shoe show. I didn't even see his notification. Oh well. Joel is doing shoes now. I like it. He has good ones too. He has on clouds. He was able to source on clouds. I told him as soon as he gets those on clouds in, he's going to have a really good crowd. So shout out to Joel. Pivoting. I like the pivot. I like what he's doing over there. So full time officially. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna wait a couple more seconds. We got 194 people over on TikTok, 27 on Instagram, not many on YouTube or Facebook. That's okay. We're still hitting the algorithm, still hopping on in. Make sure you're following on all platforms wherever you're following today's live thrift haul. We did a live thrift earlier over on TikTok, picked up a bunch of stuff, and this is where we go over everything we picked up and everything we passed on. So if you saw some stuff in the video from today that I'm not gonna show, it's probably because it either had stains or there was an issue with the item. For example, the Arc'teryx jacket that I was almost going to pick up for 50 bucks. Unfortunately, that was a fake. I looked at the inside tag. It was all Japanese. There was no Arc'teryx normal tag. So unfortunately, I had to leave that one behind. Couldn't pick up a fake. Can't pick up any fake, so I had to leave it behind. Did you already go over today's purchases? No, we're just about to start. Starting at 8:30 p.m. So we're about to start. What's up, Jen? Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, 3 bags today, so it should be pretty quick. Easy peasy. But welcome in, everybody. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. As we're going over items, I'll answer the question. Carrie has a question. When recording cost of goods, do you include sales tax you paid? Yes, you would include sales tax. The full price you paid is the cost of your good, and that's what you would write off at the end of the year. Any tax advisor would give you the same advice. I'm not a tax advisor, though, so make sure you talk to a tax advisor. But yes, your full cost of good, including sales tax. If you have a reseller's license, obviously you wouldn't pay sales tax, and then you would just pay whatever you paid for the item. There were fake Arc'teryx out there. Yes, the inside tag was a little tiny square tag. That's all it had, and it was all Chinese lettering. So I was like, obviously it's not real. It didn't have an Arc'teryx tag. I compared it with some other ones online, and the tags did not match. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna pick this up. First up is a North Face. This is a Teddy North Face. We're probably gonna hold this till next year because these aren't selling as well as they were October, November, December. But we only paid, blue tags were 75% off, so we only paid $6.25 for this jacket. So we'll hold this till next year. It's a really good one, really good size, women's size, medium, I believe. Yeah, women's medium, good colorway on it. But again, we're gonna hold it because these haven't been moving as well. So I figured throw it in the storage unit, bring it out next year. I'm cool with that. Good seeing you at Red, White, and Blue. Appreciate you, Bentley. Appreciate the conversation too. If you guys ever see me out in the wild, feel free to come over, have a conversation. I'm just a normal dude reselling shit online, so I don't mind. And I appreciate the conversation. Really enjoyed having that conversation with you. So appreciate you. I did pick up the Christian Dior sweater. Everybody was telling me to pick it up. It was 35 bucks. This is a wool blend. It's an older vintage label. I saw some of these selling upwards to like $300 and other ones selling for 35 to 50. I'm gonna take a shot on this. I'm gonna list it high and see what kind of offers I can get on it. It's in really good condition. It's a wool blend. It's like almost 100% wool. It's 85. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna list this at. I'm probably gonna list it ASAP because that's an item that would probably sell year round. So not Ish, you sell good stuff. Well, I sell Ish too. Is it just me or does your voice change and get deep? Does it change? I don't know. This is my normal voice. This is how I talk. Posted 6 items today. Thanks for being an inspiration. Let's go, Andrea. Let's go. What's up, Jacqueline? Just hit you back. Hopefully you got that message. Next up, we only paid $5 for this one. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. It's a men's size large, but it's one of those like work shirts. They have the 2 double pockets, actually buttoned incorrectly, but it's 2 double pockets on the front. Just a simple Ralph Lauren shirt, but these, it's a little bit different, which will cause a little bit of a price increase on it. I should be able to get somewhere between $23 to $25 plus shipping on this one. Like slows down. Maybe it's the connection on the computer. I don't know. This is how I talk though. Fake Arc'teryx. Yeah, the jacket I picked up today in the live thrift, it was unfortunately a fake. The inside tag didn't match any tags online. It was all, normally the Arc'teryx tags are longer tags and they have Arc'teryx at the bottom. This one was just like a little square tag. It felt really chintzy and it just had Chinese lettering on it, which means it's most likely a fake. This is going to Flippin' Nurse. I'll let you know how much shipping is going to be after live, but she told me to pick this up. It's still a good pickup. It's a Columbia, but this is one of the Columbias you pick up because it's a Pew Pew shirt. Has that Pew Pew patch right here. I can't say the other word on TikTok. Just a nice orange Pew Pew shirt, but this one's already sold, selling it at cost to Flippin' Nurse. She's in the chat right now, so I'll let you know after live. Just hit me up. You know where to hit me up, and I'll sell that directly to you. Appreciate everybody hopping in. Make sure you're liking wherever you're following or watching. Make sure you're following wherever you're watching. We do these live drifts every week over on TikTok, and then we come back and we do the haul video. I think I'm going to post this on Instagram too as a video. So Instagram people, if you miss any part of this, I'll post it and you'll be able to watch it at any time. Shoulder patch is a York. It's called a, how do I say this on TikTok? SHOOTING shirt. You put that in your title and it'll help that item sell. Next up, this is an LL Bean. It's a vintage LL Bean made in USA, 100% wool sweater. Again, this is one we're going to put into storage and list next year. I only paid $7.50 for this. Next year, come winter time, this should sell for about $35 plus shipping, somewhere between $30 and $35. But again, it's too late in the season to list those. I'm focusing on listing warm weather items now, so we're going to put those away. Any XL hoodies? Possibly. I don't remember what I picked up today. If you're looking for XL hoodies, though, I'm sure I have some on my eBay store, which is linked in my bio. You can go to my eBay store and check out what I have listed. We spent $399.31 on 33 items total today. Any issues with eBay changing prices on you? Listed an item at 400, added pics and changed to 60? No, I've never had that happen before. Never, ever. That's kind of weird that it would change prices like that. Next up, Wallace & Barnes. I looked this one up. It actually had a pretty good sell-through rate and the sales were pretty good. So I paid $15 for this. Did pay up a little bit, but Wallace & Barnes 100% wool sweater. Again, we're probably one we're going to stick into storage and list sometime next year. But these look like they were going for about 60 to 80 plus shipping. So $15, that's okay with me. That's weird. Found Jinko jeans today? Let's go. That's one somebody asked me today during my life. Have you ever found Jinko jeans? And I said no. It's one of my bucket list items to find. I think that's something I would find at Goodwill before I find at Red, White, and Blue though. Next up, Marine Layer. This is one of those donated Marine Layer pieces that were brand new with tags, but the store donates them. They cut the tags off and they put a slash through the brand tag right there. It doesn't affect the value. Obviously, when you wear this, you're not going to see that slash, and it's minty condition. There is no flaws because it was brand new. It just had that tag cut off. So I only paid $15 for this. Will I list this right now? Probably not. It'll probably go into the death pile and come out next winter time. This should be like a $50 to $70 sale next winter. Yeah, I got to take down my North Face listings. Don't take them down. Leave them up because they'll still sell. There's no point in taking them down and relisting them and doing all that work all over again. Every winter item you leave up because it'll still sell. Just leave them up, leave them listed, and if they sell through the summer, great. If they don't, at least they're listed next winter. But don't pull them down. You're creating double work at that point. So I've only found kickwears. Never found that either. What's up, Kit Kat? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody, hanging out on the live. All right, so if you watched the live, you saw that I picked this up. It's in pretty rough condition, but this is a Burberry vintage trench coat. It does have the wool liner, and it does have that Burberry plaid liner all the way through. I am going to have to get this cleaned. I might have it professionally cleaned. As you can see, there are some spots on it. On the front, it definitely looks in pretty worn condition, but I think with a nice cleaning, that will come out. I only paid $30 for it. Comps are all over the place. Obviously, you list something like this super high and wait for that right buyer. But I probably could get anywhere between $100 to $250 for this jacket. I know that's a big price difference, but you have to wait for that right buyer on that item. Your favorite person is here? Who's that, Kit Kat? Who's my favorite person? Joey's not here. He's in bed. He's sleeping. Next up, good brand to look out for, I Ride On. This is a brand that Kayla put me onto, and this was I didn't even realize this. This was 75% off. So I only paid, what was that? I paid $7.50 for it. $7.14. Yeah, $7.50 for these pants. Just a nice I Ride On riding pants. They have that little fabric on the inside when you ride the horse. And here's the back. Really good brand. Show it again. The brand is I Ride On. And I don't know what these go for. I know the last one that we sold pretty well. I think it was like 30, 35 bucks. So I picked it up. Good selling on that. Good sell-through rate and good sales on that one. I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't think of the word right now. What was your total? I paid $399 and some change. What was your preferred platform to sell on? eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Whatnot. I sell more on Whatnot than any other platform by far. So my number one would be Whatnot, obviously. Next up, another one, I Ride On, 75% off. Same exact kind of pants. I think this is a different size though. And again, probably like 30, 35 on those. What Kit Kat? I have a pair of Burberry shearling line suede top boots. Should I list now or list next year? Burberry is an item that would probably sell year round, so I would list it right now. Found 5 cool shirts back to back for $6.50. I found not a cool item today, but I found, actually they're in my hand. It's crazy. I was about to talk about these. I found an Ariat. Oh, let me flip this really quick. The kids are still awake. Boom. I found an Ariat. This is the perfect rise. These are women's Ariat jeans. Always a great seller. They have the fraying at the bottom. Really nice. And here's the back. Good brand to look out for. Ariat. And I only paid $7.50 for these. So really good price. These should sell for about $35, possibly upwards of 40 plus ship. Really good brand. Do you have to have a lot of followers on Whatnot to make money on auctions? You do have to bring in an audience. So on Whatnot, if you have no way of bringing in an audience, it is going to be a lot tougher, but you can grow your audience on Whatnot. It's just going to take you some time. You're not going to be able to just go live on Whatnot randomly and have 200, 300, 400 people in there. It just doesn't happen. So it does help if you have a social media following to be able to drive traffic to your Whatnot. You got to think of Whatnot as a, I always say this, as a storefront. If you just opened a storefront and you didn't do any advertising, you shouldn't expect the lines outside your door to be 300, 400 people long. You should expect people to randomly pop in, check out what you have, and leave. So if you want to grow your audience, social media helps, or you just got to do it the hard way. Just go live frequently on Whatnot and grow your crowd time after time after time. But obviously, if you have a way to get people in, it does help. We'll be showing spring. Will you be showing spring and women's items? Yes, not on this live though, because Kayla did not go live thrifting with me today. The kids are home for spring break, so she didn't go live thrifting. So most of the stuff today is just going to be men's stuff. Next week we'll pick up lots more ladies. Probably be a pretty good haul because normally when we skip a week, the next week is really good. TK Axel jeans. These are not like a super high seller, but I can't pass on these for $5. It's just a easy pickup. This was a good size too. I think it was a size 40. No, 38. Size 38. Really good. This will probably sell for like 20 to 25 plus ship. $5 investment, and these should sell pretty quick. Jeans are one item that's technically like a wintertime item, but I'll still list them year round because people still buy jeans year round. PA requires a license to auction on eBay or Whatnot. Here in Florida, we don't have to do that. That's kind of crazy. Do they actually require? Does anybody actually know if they require you to have a license in those states to actually auction? That's kind of crazy if they do. $12.50 Smart Wool, really good brand to be on the lookout for. This is a men's size XL, 100% wool, really nice. $12.50. We'll probably still list this even though it's a wintertime item because Smart Wool sells year round. Yeah, people saying no. Ohio too. Is it really hard to get an auctioneer's license though? Yeah. Is it hard? I don't even know the process of getting one, but how much are you posting those Ariat pants for? I'll probably list them for somewhere between 35 to 40 plus ship. If you're interested in them, you can hit me up on Instagram and say you're interested in them. Of course, I'll sell them to you cheaper. I'll probably sell them to you for 35 with free shipping instead of charging shipping. Never heard of that. Yeah, I don't think you do. I've heard people say that you do, but when you sign up for Whatnot, they ask you where you live, your address, and all that stuff. And if you're required by law to do it, they wouldn't let you sell without having one, and you have to put it in. So I've never heard of somebody saying like you technically need one to sell. I think you're fine. I don't, because it's not like I guess it's an auction, but it's not like one of those real big. I don't know. I don't know. I'm in Ohio. Never heard of it. Yeah, weird. Some people say yes, some people say no. I don't know. Here in Florida, we're good. Tell that lady that I got 1K fine for 10,000 items. Yeah, I don't know. Next up, we have this was a really good find. Outdoor Research sweater. Lots of sweaters. You guys are probably going to see me pick up lots of sweaters over the next few weeks because this is when the stores start dropping their prices. People aren't picking up sweaters in Florida right now. It's already 80 degrees outside. So these are not selling. They're sitting in thrift stores and they're starting to drop the prices. So just a few weeks ago, this would probably been like a $25 item. They're already starting to drop the prices to $5, which is great because it's an Outdoor Research piece. Probably going to list it next year. This is easily a $25 to $35 sale. But yeah, you guys are going to see me. The first thing I'll probably do within the next few weeks is go straight to the sweaters and jackets because everybody else is going to spring items. The short sleeves, I'm going to focus on the jackets and just start hauling out. So that way next winter, we just start releasing all the jackets and we make buku bucks. Like we were paying $5, $4 for North Face jackets last year. And then we started releasing them November, December, and we were making good money on them. So we'll probably do the same thing this year. How are you able to score brand new shoes? Retail and online sales. Retail, online sales. I'm not doing pallets. Have you looked up over your picks? Do you go back and put all you pass back in the correct racks? I feel like that takes forever. So on red, white, and blue, typically if you put them at the end of the racks, the employees will see them and they'll grab them, or the employees have the racks with their rolling around. So what I'll do is I'll just stick it right back on the rack and let the employee take care of it. I know some people are against that, but I just stick it on there. They take care of it. They don't mind. Next up, 650. This is a Lacoste sweater. What's up, Joel? This is a Lacoste sweater. It is a men's size medium. It does have a really nice logo on the front. Big logo. Nice sweater. This is a lightweight sweater, so we'll probably still list this right now because it will sell. So probably like a $25 to $30 sale on that Lacoste. Which Ohio red, white, and blues are you hitting? Me? I don't hit. I live in Florida, so I've never been to Ohio. Somebody in the chat was from Ohio. All right, chat. You guys help me out with this one. I don't know how much this is worth. I didn't do any research on it. But I guess this is Mason Margiela. I think it's how you pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's too fancy of a brand for me. But you guys saw the label in the Thrift and you guys were like, yes, that's a great brand. I've seen this label before. Obviously, I've never found it out thrifting. I showed the tags. Everybody in the chat said it looked legit. I only paid $13 for it. Nice sweater. Do I know what this is worth? No. I'm just taking a chance on this one. I think this is worth good money. Obviously, it's a high-end brand, but I don't know what it's worth. So, what's the fabric content? I think it's just cotton. It's nothing crazy. It's not like no crazy knit to it. That's why it just looks so plain to me. But made in Italy. Mason Margiela. Yeah, it says it right there. Paris. It's crazy. I don't know how to read this fabric. It's a cotton cashmere blend. So it's 15% cashmere, 85% cotton on that one. Mason Margiela is the brand, if I'm pronouncing it right. Way too fancy of a brand for me. I've never worn that in my life. Where do you list? What platform? I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and whatnot. All of the platforms are all linked in my link tree in my bio. I saw you there today. I didn't want to be a weirdo. Comes up to you. No, feel free to. If you see me out in the wild, feel free to come up. Even if I'm on live, I really do not care. It does not bother me. I love meeting new people. Somebody else stopped me. He was in the Bentley. He's over on YouTube right now. He stopped me. We had a conversation afterwards. If you don't want to be on camera, typically when we get done live thrifting, we go to the corner near the front of the store and we go over all of our finds. Feel free to come up to us and talk to us then if you're shy and don't want to be on camera. But yeah, at any time, feel free to stop us. You don't have to be shy. Feel free to come up to us. Just finished Whatnot. Thanks for the help with loading the back end. Let's go. Joel, how was your, you did shoes today? How was it? Somebody hopped in earlier and said you were over there doing shoes. How was it? If you guys aren't following Joel has everything you guys want that we can't get here. I've been searching for on clouds for cheap. I can't find them, but Joel has. So make sure you follow Pretty Good Resells over on Whatnot if you want some on clouds. I think he's thinking about getting Hokas too, so make sure you go follow him. Is it a button up? The Mason Margiela? Yes, it is a button up. Do Do you sell on Mercari? I do. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and whatnot. I think my Mercari store is linked in my bio. If not, you find it the same way you find all my other stores. Easy peasy. Who Joel? Pretty good resells. Here, hold on. Let me pin him. This is his... or Pretty Good Life. Sorry, he's not Pretty Good Resells anymore. He's Pretty Good Life. Right there, right at the top. Hit his name and then go follow him on Whatnot. He's selling all kinds of goodies over there. He does the same thing we do. He sells really, really good brands. He listens. There's a lot of people who pop on Whatnot and they're like, my show wasn't successful. And me and Joel talk back and forth very often. And Joel is bringing the best brands to his Whatnot shows. And now he's bringing the best shoes to his Whatnot shows. Joel pays attention. He listens to what people want. He's in other people's shows just learning and soaking in information. That's why he's going to be successful, because he actually listens. He's a good dude. Yeah, make sure you follow him. And next shoe show. Joel, when's your next shoe show? Drop it in the chat. He's a designer. They make really popular perfume. Nice. I know they made clothing. I saw that label. I knew it was a good one. But I had never found it before, so I was a little confused, but Chad helped me out. $20. I did pay up for this, a Patagonia. It's a women's size small. It's a snap tee, really good one. Teddy snap tee. This is another item that we're going to hold till next season. I don't mind paying up for these because in October, November, when I release those will go for like 40, 50, 60 bucks on a Whatnot show. If I released it right now and I sold that on Whatnot, it'd probably only go for like 25. So Tuesday at 3 scheduled, but going to do some pop-ups. There you go. Let's go. Pop-ups. So make sure you follow. Make sure you hit that button, that notification button. And then when he goes live, you guys will get a notification. Next up, another Patagonia. I think the other one was an XL. Is it a small? These two? Yeah, this is a small. So these were right next to each other. That's kind of odd. These were right next to each other. This one's an XL, and it was $20. It's the same style, except this one's just a snap tee in a different color. A little bit better of a size, women's. So that will do better in the winter time. Again, we'll store those away. Wait till next winter. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Easy 200 to 250 on that sweater. Let's go. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Whatnot, please? What about Whatnot? Whatnot, please. LL Bean. This is another LL Bean. This is a made in Ireland LL Bean sweater. It's not a Shetland wool. It doesn't say Shetland wool on it, but the made in Ireland ones tend to go for a little bit more. $7.50. This one has a really nice knit to it. Good price. Good sweater. This will probably next winter go for somewhere around 40 to 50 bucks. But again, I'm going to wait till winter to list that. And that will probably go on eBay. It's not going to go on Whatnot. I'd be happy to store. I'd be happy to store? What are you talking about? You'd be happy to store? What you mean, Jelly Bean? Next up, we got a Lacoste sweater. This is a classic fit. It's a men's size medium. This is one I'll probably still list right now because this is a lightweight sweater. That's like a midweight sweater. But really good. It does have Lacoste spell out on the sleeve as well. Big hit on the sleeve. This will probably go for 35 plus ship. I did pay up a little bit for it, but those typically sell pretty fast. So I don't mind paying up for something that's going to sell quick. Next up, another one. So if you guys been catching our live thrifts, you know that we've been finding a ton of marine layer at that store. Here's another one, marine layer. This is a size large. I believe this is a men's size large. 15 bucks is what we paid for it. It's like almost like one of those LL Bean like snap tees. This one doesn't have the logo on the front, but really, really nice marine layer piece. Paying 15 is a little high on this piece, but this is an easy 35 plus ship. Do you like to resell Lacoste? I like to resell certain Lacoste pieces. Not all are a pickup. The polos, if they're a plain like older label polo, I typically don't pick them up anymore. They have to be newer labels. Also, I sold a Lacoste hat on Poshmark the other day. Where's my phone? Sold a Lacoste hat on Poshmark yesterday. Let me show you guys the sale really quick because this was a good one. My sales. Boom. All right, I'm going to show Facebook and YouTube really quick. You guys are going to see it backwards probably, but that is, let me turn this on over here. That is the Lacoste sale. Oh, no, you see it right. Lacoste hat sold for 70 bucks. And then you guys can see it over here. Lacoste hat sold for 70 bucks. It's pre-owned. So this is a Miami Open hat. You can see it right there in the corner. It says Miami Open. I found this at a Red, White, and Blue. I think I paid $6 for it. It was super unique. There's the inside tag. It's definitely a newer tag. It was only released, I guess, at the Miami Open. Sold for $70 on Poshmark, full price sale. So really, really good. So be on the lookout for those. There are some collabs with Lacoste that make them worth a lot more money. So definitely be on the lookout for the collabs. There's I think a Roger Federer collab, and there's another collab you need to be on the lookout for that sell for good money. What's up, Trisha? I'm not pinning my own comment. I think that's probably Kit Kat pinning your comment. Next up, Ralph Lauren. We paid $5. It's just a simple Ralph Lauren long sleeve shirt. This one I'll list for $22.99 plus ship. Easy money right there, Ralph Lauren. It's such a good idea to stock up on winter items right now. Yes, in Florida, definitely. Like if you're in a hot weather area, find that thrift store in your area that still gets winter items year round. Red, White, and Blue is one of those thrift stores that continue to get all the way through summer. In the middle of the summer when it's 100 degrees out, they are still stocking the jackets in the sweater section in our stores. And nobody's buying them. So all these people are saying you're stealing from the poor because the poor people need jackets. Ain't nobody in Florida when it's 100 degrees outside. Nobody's buying jackets. So those drop in price. They go from $25 for North Face jackets all the way down to $10, and then they go half off for $5. So what we do is all summer long, we'll just scoop up the jackets. As long as you have capital and you have a space to store them in, you can really start hauling out on those jackets, store them up, and then as soon as wintertime hits, you release them, and you'll get premium top dollar. And what you do is you release them in October, November. As soon as that first cold snap hits up north, people are buying jackets heavy during that time because they want to get the new jackets in. So they'll start paying premium prices right in the beginning of the year. Right now it's still cold up north, but if I were to release these jackets, everybody's already bought in their jackets for this year. You're not going to get premium prices for them. So how many percentage you paid on eBay fee? How much money do I pay eBay for selling my items? It's normally right around 13%. I think it's like 13 point something percent after all fees are considered and everything. $7.50. This is a nice Brooks Brothers shirt. I only pick up the Brooks Brothers shirts with the logos on the front. This is a really nice shirt for Easter time. We're probably going to list this one tomorrow because it's on trend. It's nice Easter colors. The only thing that hurts this is a men's size small. We should be able to get like 22 to 25 plus shipping on that. What do you write off as a reseller for tax season? Talk to your tax advisor. I'm not a tax advisor, so this is not tax advice. Just putting that out there. But what I write off in my personal business is my miles. I write off the space in my house. I write off some of my cell phone bills. I write off some of my trash bills. Basically anything I use to run the business, I write off. This is one reason why we decided to go get a Tesla, because I get to write off all those miles that I use to drive back and forth to thrift stores now. And if you know how Teslas work, they work off electricity. It doesn't cost that much of fuel, but I do get paid still the same mileage when I'm driving a Tesla. So that's one factor we put into going to get a Tesla was that. So those are some things. Talk to your tax advisor. They'll be able to give you tips and tricks on how to lower your tax bill with what you can write off depending on what you do. We do have a storage unit, so we were able to write off the storage unit. Trying to think of other stuff. There's some for you. So horizontal stripes are rare. That is just a really good color on that one too. At what rate can you get reimbursed for mileage? Talk to your tax advisor. They'll be able to tell you exactly what you'll be able to be reimbursed on your mileage and all that stuff. It's in tax code. They know what they're talking about. Talk to your tax advisor. I would give tax advice, but I'm not a tax advisor and I don't like doing that. So talk to your tax advisor. Easy to find one. Just look them up online. Talk to one. They'll tell you all that good stuff. It's pretty good for each mile. That's what I'll say. I missed some questions over here. Where are you located? I'm in Florida. I'm in the Tampa Bay area. So, should we bid now or is there another time? If you're interested in something, Lisa, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know what you saw and you're interested in, and we can set up a deal. I'll always give you lower prices if you buy direct through me instead of buying on platforms, because I don't have a huge fee. It's just PayPal and Venmo fees, and that's it. So if you see anything you like, and good, this applies to anybody, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to just sell direct to you guys, because that means I don't have to list this item. I just put it in a poly mailer and ship it out to you, and you pay me directly and you get a better rate. Brooks Brothers, another one, again, has a logo on the chest right there. That's the only reason I picked this one up. It's a size small, but I only paid $7.50 for it. It should be 22 to 25 plus ship. That's what we get for those, as long as they have the logo. 70 in New Jersey today. It's a beautiful day. Surfs was telling me, I called him earlier and he said it was like 72 outside. That's nice. It's hot here already. You sit in your car and you're like sweating already. I'm like, man, where did the winter go? If bought a car in a company name, possibly could write off the entire car. Yes. Again, talk to your tax advisor. Write off shipping supplies, shelving. Yes, anything you buy for your business. If you buy anything that makes your business run. If you go buy a new computer and you strictly buy it for your business, you can write that off. If you have a printer, you can write that off. If you buy a cell phone to take your photos and you have the business line on that and you only take business calls on that, you can write the whole cell phone off. Any supplies you use, scales, shipping supplies, anything, those are all write-offs. And make sure you keep up with that. And that's always good to have a spreadsheet to keep up with that. And that's what I use Jason Hayes' spreadsheet for. He has an expense portion of the spreadsheet. So you just put in all of your expenses for the year. As soon as you go to the store and you buy some more totes at Target, you take that receipt and you plug it into a spreadsheet. Now we're good to go, and you file that receipt away. And now on the end of when the end of the year comes, you just hand your spreadsheet to your tax advisor. They can do all your taxes for you. It's super simple for them to do it because you have everything itemized on that spreadsheet. Tax advisors love Jason's spreadsheet. Shout out to Carol Ann. She loves Jason's spreadsheet because how easy it is. So if you're interested in Jason's spreadsheet, I do have it linked in my bio with a 10% off discount code. I personally use it. That's the spreadsheet that I show on live whenever I flip my camera. That's the only one I use. It's not like I have a different spreadsheet. I only use Jason's spreadsheet. So if you're interested, go buy it. It's really cheap. It's a one-time fee, and you get 10% off. It's not a monthly charge or anything like that. Next up, we got a Polo Ralph Lauren. I did pay up for this piece, but as you can see right there is a linen blend. It's 30% linen. It's a men's XL. I did pay $13 for it, but it's got really, really nice, unique hardware on it. So as you can see, that top zipper is a metal zipper. It's got metal buttons. It's just a really, really nice shirt. So paid up a little bit for it, but I think I can get 35 to 40 plus shipping, somewhere around there on that piece. I have it. It's awesome. If you have Jason's spreadsheet in the chat, leave me a thumbs up in the chat. Show how many people in this chat have Jason's spreadsheet and they like it. Drop in the chat. I haven't heard any complaints from anybody about Jason's spreadsheet. Literally zero. Nobody has come in here and said like I hate his spreadsheet. It's annoying. It's a great spreadsheet. Have you been to Red, White, and Blue in Bradenton? Yes. Yes, I have. I call it the Sarasota one. Is it in Bradenton? Either or. See, look at all those thumbs up. All the people that loves Jason's spreadsheet. He is also a reseller, so he created that spreadsheet strictly for resellers. So yeah. Next up, we got a Ralph Lauren shirt. This one we paid $6.50 for. Just a black striped Ralph Lauren shirt. Easy seller right here. That one should sell for $22 plus ship. That's normally what I list those for. See, even Dottie over on Instagram has it. Sorry for all the questions. Totally new to this. No, you're good, Lisa. Feel free to ask as many questions as you want. 35 in Vermont today. First good temp. That's crazy. It is literally over double the temperature here. Double. That's insane. My husband is the king of spreadsheet. Let's go. Let's go. It is in Bradenton. We are heading there Thursday. It's a good one, Manda. It's a good one. Their prices are okay. In some categories, they're higher. Some categories, they're lower. I think that's with every Red, White, and Blue, though. Whichever one you go to, they're going to price some items up higher, some items up lower. The thing I'll say about that store is there's like zero competition. You're going to pull in there. If you get there first thing in the morning, there's literally nobody in line. And you'll probably be able to thrift the whole store and only have run into maybe 10 people. Whereas if you go to the one that I go to, at the end of the day, the whole parking lot was full. So it's a big difference because I don't think a lot of people know about that store yet. 89 in Puerto Rico. Ooh, you're in Puerto Rico? That sounds nice. Is house thrifting in Puerto Rico? Is it good? I don't know how thrifting would be there. I'm sure you'd find like all kinds of crazy brands. Fun fact, every time I list a Psycho Bunny polo, almost all of them go to Puerto Rico. Almost all of them go to Puerto Rico. People in Puerto Rico like Psycho Bunny. 750 Travis Matthew polo. The only reason I picked this one up because it has a good pattern on it. I don't really pick these up anymore unless they have a good pattern. It's got that floral pattern within the stripes. This should go for around 20 to 25 plus ship, somewhere around there. We might sell that on Whatnot. Do you pick up loudmouth golf pants? Yes, I love picking up loudmouth golf pants, especially ones with like huge embroideries, like paint splatter, loud patterns. That's the whole thing with loudmouth is they have loud patterns. The louder the pattern, the more money the pants are worth. If you find shorts too, shorts sell really, really, really well. And if you ever find them and you want to consign them, send them my way because on Whatnot, typically those loudmouth shorts sell for, I think the last couple we sold for like $35. Loudmouth is a very, very rare brand to find in thrift stores. This is a pretty rare find too. We paid $25 for this, but this is a Polo Ralph Lauren. It's a men's size large. It's brand new with tags. And look at that. It's got the flags all over it. Really, really sweet find. Polo Ralph Lauren. Crazy, crazy piece to find in a thrift store. Did pay up for it, $25, but that's nothing. If you went to TJ Maxx and found this, it would automatically be $50. And even at $50, you can still buy it and make a little bit of money on it. But this should easily sell for 60, $70. I got to do a little bit of comps on it because it might be a little bit of a rare pattern, but I'm thinking between 50 and $70 plus shipping. So really good one. Aileen, what's up? Welcome in. What is up? If you guys aren't following her, you need to give her a follow. She's got some good information, especially on Instagram. You need to follow her on Instagram. Good information over there. Always posting stories, always posting her sales. She's got me wanting to go look in the perfume section. I'm going to be that weird dude like looking up perfume now thanks to her. So make sure you give her a follow. What brands of jeans do you sell? All kinds of brands. If you want to know the brands I sell consistently, go to my eBay store. It's linked in all of my bios. If you're on Facebook, it's linked to my pinned post. And you can go to my store, type in jeans, and then filter for sold. You can see everything I've sold for the last 90 days. By the way, am I saying your name right? Is it Aileen? I always mess this up. And I know you've told me before. Is it Aileen or Aileen? I think it's Aileen, right? Or is it Eileen? Damn, I feel like an idiot. I always say your name wrong every single time. I don't know why. I can never get it right. You're going to tell me again, and I'm going to mess it up again. $650 for this one, short sleeve, men's 2XL, North Face, just a simple little North Face, easy peasy. Eileen, okay, I figured it was. I messed it up again. I will remember it. I promise I will remember your name. I think you get it butchered a lot, and you're used to it by now, so you just let it slide. But Eileen, okay, got you. My bad. That's my fault. You can call me whatever you want now. Whatever you want to call me, you're good. Because I keep fucking up your name. Next up, we got a Holderness and Bourne. This is just a nice, easy sale. I can't believe they didn't price this up because it is brand new at tags. Although it does have a country club logo on it, Holderness and Bourne is a great brand to be on the lookout for. Just a short sleeve polo shirt, brand new. I'm thinking minimum I can get for this is somewhere between 25 and 35. Like Frank and Eileen, yeah, that's how I'm going to remember it now. There we go. I'm going to remember it just like that. I buy storage unit. Sometimes I find vintage perfume in there, and even half full. That stuff sells for big money. Yes, because people get connected to those scents, right? You have an old perfume that doesn't get made anymore, or it reminds you, like if you had, like my mom passed away and she had this specific perfume she would always wear. Like every time I smell that perfume, it brings back memories, and that's what people get stuck to perfume. It's a really, really good market to sell in. So yeah, if you can find it even like half full. I don't know how that works on eBay. I think they made it so you have to sell full bottles now or something like that. I could be wrong about that, but perfume is really good, especially older ones. You can get huge money for them. So love the live. Appreciate you. Make sure you're following. Hit that follow button, top left-hand corner. I do these every single week. We did a live thrift earlier today. We live thrifted for like an hour and a half. You guys saw me pick up all of these items live. And then we come back and we review all the items. And of course, some of the items that you saw me put in my cart don't make this review because those items either had stains or they had flaws or it just didn't pass. Like it didn't have enough of sell-through rate and all that good stuff. So this is all the stuff that I decided to pick up. Need to have an Excel micro, right? It's Google Sheets. Google Sheets for Jason Hayes spreadsheet. So if you have a phone, you just download the Google Sheets app and you can use his sheets at any time. It's a beautiful thing about it. If you're on the road, your hubby or your wife is driving, you want to fill out your spreadsheet, you just go to your eBay app, you look at your sale, you plug it in, you can do all your numbers while you're on the road. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Next up, Tommy Brohama. Perfect time of the year to find one of these. Men's size XL. We did pay $12.50 for it, but look at the pattern. If this was winter time and I found this, it would be money. It's still money though. It's a unique one. It has penguins all over it. It's a Christmas penguin shirt. See the penguins chilling on the beach? Penguins all over it. 100% silk. This thing is in minty condition. If I had to guess, this is at least 50-ish bucks. I think someone on the live wanted it earlier. I don't think they messaged me yet, but I'm going to check through my messages. If so, this might be sold already. But really, really good Tommy to find. So what's up, Blended? Gonna have to peep into it. That's a great sale. What happened to the Ralph Lauren with the USA flag? I left it. That's one that didn't make the cut. So if you go look up that Ralph Lauren, anybody can do this right now. Go to your eBay app, type in Ralph Lauren jeans American flag sweater. If you look up listed, there's some people that have them listed for $100. That one was 45, I believe, is what they were asking for, and it had stains on it. There's one that's listed for 100, but if you look up solds, most of the solds are around the $45 price point. So it's literally priced at what it would sell for. So after doing some further research, I left it behind. One, because it had stains, and two, because it literally sells for what they had it listed for. So is there a minimum sell-through rate you aim for when deciding what to buy? So a lot of the brands I pick up, I already kind of sold before, so I know that they're going to sell because I sell them frequently. But if I'm picking up a new brand, if it has anything under a 50% sell-through rate, it has to have a really, really high sales price for me to consider. And typically I like them closer to 100%. That way I know within 90 days I can flip that item and see how well it sells and see what I get for it. But 50% is like the lowest I'll take. That means within 6 months I should expect it to sell it as long as I price it at market. So that's my answer to that one. Next up, we got a Mountain Hardwear piece, just a simple little bread and butter item. Mountain Hardwear, we only paid $5 for. It's a short sleeve piece, just a nice little striped short sleeve piece. Not much on this one, 20 to 25. That might go on a Whatnot show. How are Psycho Bunnies? How are Psycho Bunny tees? Psycho Bunny anything sells, but Psycho Bunny tees, we sold a couple on Whatnot. I think the last one sold for like 22 to 25. So there you go, Psycho Bunny tees. Really good. Anything Psycho Bunny sells. Psycho Bunny shorts, anything sells. North Face, this is simple North Face, men's size XL, long sleeve. We paid $6.50 for it. This will sell year round. People use these for hiking right now. Even as it warms up, people still wear those, so pick them up. And that's my last item, chat. I told you it was going to be an easy live tonight because Kayla didn't go thrifting, so we don't have any ladies items. So appreciate you, Tawny. Thank you so much. If you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to drop them in. I'll hang out for like another 10 minutes and answer questions, and then we'll head off. I will have a live tomorrow morning shipping out orders because we have to wait. We have to wait a little bit to go pick up the Tessie. So we won't be leaving the house until like 11. So I'm going to do a shipping live tomorrow morning and then go pick up the Tesla. What will the North Face sell for? That one will go for between 20 to 25 plus ship. That probably will be another item that goes on to Whatnot. And even if I sell that for like $15, it's still a win because I literally just threw it up on Whatnot, sold it within one show, got it in, got it out, got it gone. Mr. Live Thrift today, glad you do this tonight. Yes, and this will be posted on YouTube. I tried to post last week's today, but unfortunately some of the music in the background got me a copyright strike, so I have to go back in and edit it and take out it takes some time to do all that. So I'm hoping to have it out tomorrow. It's editing right now in the background on YouTube, so as soon as that goes through I'll have last week's up, but I'm just waiting. So you bought a Tesla? Yes. Kayla's car was having some issues, and we are driving a lot to source now. So we had to make a decision if we were going to just drive her car until it completely went out, or if we were going to trade it in and get something better. I've always wanted a Tesla. It just makes sense because we drive so much for the business. It's all write-offs anyway, that we decided to pull the trigger. So yes, we got a Model Y, and it's the 7-seater, which is a little bit crammed in the back, but we have 3 kids, and sometimes they need their space. So we did the Model Y version of that. And then, of course, we were going to get a used Tesla, but then you don't get the write-off, and you don't get the full write-off tax credit. So we decided to go with the new one. And don't worry, I'll have that thing paid off in like 6 months because I literally hate having car payments. What's up, Peak? Peak, I got your messages. I'm going to get you back after the live. How much time did it take you before you were able to do this full-time? So I started in 2018. I didn't go full-time until 2021, the end of 2021. So basically 2022 is when I went full-time. I actually have that video here on TikTok if you want to go watch it. The last day I was working at the post office, I took a video, and I did pretty good. I should repost that video. But yeah, so I've been full-time. I've been a full-time reseller for basically a little over 2 years now, I think. I forget, time flies. But yeah, so it took me a couple years to build up the business. That's what I suggest everybody do. Take everything you make and reinvest into your business, and roll it over while you work your full-time job, and you'll get to the point where I am. There's no reason why anybody in this chat can't get to the point where I am. It just takes some hustle. I should repost it. I should go back and repost it because I don't think it's on my Facebook or my YouTube, although it's a little bit too long for YouTube. What size poly mailer do you use for jeans and shirts to ship? Good question. I think the ones I use are linked in my bio. If you go to my products we use on a daily basis in my link tree, the clear bags we use are linked there. The clear bags are, I think, 9 by 12 for the jeans. And then the poly bags we use are in the link tree as well. They're the Gyro Pack link, and you save 10% off your order for poly mailers on your first order. So go through my link in my bio. And the poly bags we use with them, I think, are also 9 by 12. You can pretty much pick up any poly bag. They're all pretty lightweight. So can I borrow 20 volts? No. you can't. 9 by 12 and 10 by 13. There you go. Snap's got it. Snap's got it. You're not afraid of the longevity, or what about retirement? 401k insurance. Good question, user. I like that, because when I quit the post office, that's all the whole feed was filled with people asking that same thing. Longevity, reselling is the longest form of, business. Like, everybody resells things. So the longevity of this business, as long as you don't put all your eggs in one basket and you're spread out like we are, your longevity should last longer. You should always have a market. Now with social media, I think the longevity of this business, for us at least, we could do this for the rest of our lives easily. Retirement, you can invest into retirement if you don't have a full-time job. There are ways to invest. So you can look up the ways to invest. It's super easy to find out. 401k and insurance, you can buy insurance. Of course, it's going to cost more to get insurance, to get health insurance and all the insurances that you need, but you can still buy insurance. You just buy it on the marketplace. It's easy peasy. Arbitrage is forever. That's the basics of business. Buy low, sell high. Everybody does it. So, and the benefits, everybody says the benefits, which is what you just asked. There's other benefits that people don't take into account. They just take in their 401k and they're investing and all that, but you don't take in the benefit of being able to be at home 24/7. And if the kids need anything, I can leave and I can go pick them up. That's a benefit. I don't miss anything. If my kids needed me to go to any practices in the future or anything like that, I don't have to call my boss and be like, hey, can I take today off? Oh, I can't. Sorry, daughter, I'm not able to be at your practice today because my boss won't let me have off. If I want to go on vacation tomorrow, I can literally go on vacation tomorrow. As long as I have the money and the funds to do so, you leave. Those are the benefits that you're not taking into account when you work that full-time job and you're just considering the retirement, which again, you can create your own retirement. There's so many ways to create retirement. So there you go. My last job gave a 1% 401k match. Yeah. The post office's match was pretty good. I think it was 5%. As long as I put 5% in, they gave me 5%. I think it was up to 10% as long as I put 10% in. So it was a really good match. And I do have a good amount in my 401k from the post office. But yeah, 5%. That's the best part. Exactly. And that's what people don't take into account when they're, talking about benefits. They're like, what about the benefits, bro? So I don't miss anything. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, because I've made my business successful enough to where I can do that. So how do you place your pricing on your item? You can look up sold comps on eBay. So what you do is you go on eBay, you look up what things are listed for and what they're sold for. You take data from the market. If a bunch are selling, if the majority of items are selling for $25 in the item you're looking at, then you're going to list yours for $25. It's just how it works. So how much are jeans to ship? It depends on where they're shipping to. I ship most of my jeans now Ground Advantage. I actually ship most of my items Ground Advantage because it's just cheaper to do so. Priority mail is always usually more expensive. In very rare cases, it's cheap. So I usually ship Ground Advantage, and depending on where it's shipping to, if it's shipping in Florida, it's right around $6, even for like a 2-pound pair of jeans. If it goes to California, sometimes it's $8-9. Sometimes when I ship to California, I use a padded flat rate, but typically it's under $8 to ship in a poly bag Ground Advantage. We just completed our 1-year anniversary of reselling part-time and really began with your knowledge. So we thank you and appreciate you. Appreciate you, Danny, and appreciate you for taking the steps and learning and growing and, taking into, soaking in what I've said and other people said and applying it. There's a lot of people that listen, but they don't act. And it's cool that you acted and you built your business. I'll be sourcing with my walker. Love it. Yes, I probably will be too. I'll be in my wheelchair. I'll help my kids push me around the thrift store. Kind of like Surf's Up Dad. If you guys ever watched Surf's live thrift with his dad, I want to be his dad. Like just buying a bunch of random shit and just putting it in my cart, even though I'm not going to sell it. And then Kayla will be at home like, I'm going to throw out all the rest of his stuff. And then he goes and buys more stuff. That's Surf's Up Dad is the best. Do you upprice your shipping? No, I do calculated shipping. So it depends on where the buyer lives. eBay charges calculated rates. How's the goal going? We'll have a video out sometime this week. We are quite a bit behind on the goal because we invested a lot into this endeavor. So we'll be sure to explain that, put that into the video. We're also going to make an announcement on consignment. I don't know when we're going to make the announcement. I guess I can make it right here. If you already have a consignment order going in with us or are in the process of consigning, you will remain at 70-30 splits. From this point forward, once I make the announcement, we're going to go to 60-40 splits. It just makes sense right now based off the numbers we're getting in. it doesn't make sense to stay at 70/30. So we're probably going to up it to 60/40. You guys will still get 60%. We'll get 40%. But it just makes sense to go to that number to help us get to our goal. We're going to have to do that. Otherwise, we're going to have to run more of our own items. And I do like doing the whole consignment thing and, helping people, reduce their death piles and stuff like that. And it makes sense for us. So we're probably going to go to 60/40. It's still a super fair split. But that announcement will happen within the next week or so. So if you're actively having consignment order with us, you will still stay at 70/30. The next order will go up to 60/40. So, and if you're interested in consignment, I do have a pin post on Instagram. We're no longer taking winter items though. I'm going to revise that, and we're going to be only taking summertime items for the next foreseeable future, probably until October-ish. Would reselling affect your business if TikTok is gone? No. Before I even had TikTok, I had barely a TikTok following in 2021. I had like maybe 20K followers and that was it. And I still did 200,000 sales on eBay. I didn't have any Whatnot back then. Will it affect bringing people into the Whatnot shows? Maybe a little bit, but we're already diversified between multiple platforms. So I don't just have 100,000 followers here. I have 100,000+. I actually have more followers on Facebook than I have on TikTok. And I also have a decent following on YouTube, and my Instagram is growing steadily day after day. So I'm diversified enough that if TikTok went away, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe we take a hit for a couple months, but we'll just double down on the other platforms and grow them. So where do you sell eBay and Whatnot? Only eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Whatnot. Those 4 platforms. Yeah, Facebook isn't going anywhere. Facebook's not going anywhere. Facebook's growing. There's some people out there that have huge Facebook followings. Just shout out to Bearded Thrifter. Bearded has, I think, like 400,000 people on his Facebook account. Yeah, Facebook is probably what we'll double down on if TikTok goes away. So if that happens, there's nothing you can do about it. You can only pivot. In business, once you grow your business, you'll understand this. When something happens and you can't control it, you just gotta pivot and do something else. And that might lead you to a better future. You might find something that works better. Maybe we start doing live thrifts on YouTube and our YouTube audience skyrockets and we go from having 13,000 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers in a matter of months. Sometimes that kind of stuff happens. So Tesla paid off 40K in 40 days. I might pay off the Tesla before we pay off the house. We're still considering that because the Tesla is the interest rate is much higher on the Tesla than it is the house. So we're kind of deciding what we're going to do with that. Do you put your shop on vacation when you take a trip? Yes. Normally we take our trips on the weekend, but if we do take a trip during the day, all the sites we sell on have vacation mode. So you just turn on vacation mode. Do you find that most people bid on your product on a 7-day, more at the beginning and the last few days of the listing? I don't do any auctions on eBay. So if you're asking an auction question, no. I just list buy it now, best offer. So whenever the person comes by and wants to buy it, they can either send me an offer or buy it full price. Paying car, yes, exactly. So that's why you got to pay it off quickly. I haven't had a car payment since 2020, so I hate having car payments. I pay off my cars super fast, so that's what I'll probably do with this one too. Do you run auctions on eBay? Everything's buy it now, best offer. Do you set a minimum? On some items I do, on most items I don't. I just list them, and if somebody wants to lowball me, I counter high. I mean, it's activity on your listing, which only, could help the listing get more activity on it. So I just let them lowball me. So you'll do international. I do international through the eBay International Shipping Program, which means I ship it into eBay. eBay repackages my item or keeps it in the same packaging, and they ship it overseas. Buyer pays for all that extra shipping from the International Shipping Center overseas. If something happens to my item between that shipping center and overseas, the buyer gets refunded and I don't lose any money. eBay eats that cost. So it's a really good program to use if you're not using the International Shipping Program. You're basically just like throwing money away because it's so easy to use. I sold a Burberry shirt to Ireland the other day and it went through the International Shipping Program. Literally just, I shipped it to the eBay shipping center. They ship it over to Ireland. Easy peasy. Just got a $1.70 offer on a $20 shirt. It happens. Don't let it hurt your feelings. Just counter high. If you don't want to counter high, you're good. Appreciate the share, Cabin. If you're not following all platforms, make sure you hit that follow button. I'm going to go ahead and head off because my voice is starting to go because I've been talking so much. Again, I'll be live tomorrow morning shipping out orders. So if you have any questions, feel free to come to that live. If you don't know how to ship, that's a good live to come to. I do those lives pretty much every morning, and those are also posted on Facebook and YouTube every single morning, so you can rewatch them at any time, kind of listen to in the background like a podcast as you're shipping your orders and all that good stuff. So feel free to come back tomorrow morning. That should be around like 9:30 a.m., sometime around there. And then no Whatnot show tomorrow. We're not doing Thursday shows for a little bit. As we're building up this, we're putting more energy into loading up shoes and stuff like that on Thursdays. So next Whatnot show is Friday. It'll be a clothing show. We might run some shoes. We'll probably do a restock on Friday, and then Saturday will be a shoe show. Sunday will be another clothing show. So if you're interested in Whatnot and you haven't signed up yet, there is a link in all of my bios. Feel free to go get your free $15 for Whatnot. Whatnot gives you a $15 credit. You can use it on our show, easy peasy. Don't leave $15 on the table. It's literally free $15. There's no catches. You just got to sign up with a new account. So feel free to go check that out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.